I'm happy I caught it because if I didn't notice that, I would have got up and fell for sure. It like wrapped around my foot.
What stands out to you about just the way you were able to consistently execute defensively as a team tonight? It didn't seem like there were any lulls.
Exactly that, to be honest. Just did a really good job of paying attention to detail throughout the whole entire game. When you play a team that good, it forces you to be on your P's and Q's the whole entire game. Something we've been really good at just throughout the years, and we were able to get back to that. I think it started from last game, too. I thought we were really good the whole game, so it's good to kind of stack these games that way.
You especially, but the team in general, were able to create a lot of straight line drives to the rim. Why were some of those angles a little bit better for you all
We've been
tonight?
moving the ball really well, especially these last 3 games, I feel like. Wait, actually, who did we play before? Did we get blown out?
Miami last game.
And then who did we play before that?
Memphis.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So last 3 games, we moved the ball really well. I was trying to make sure it wasn't Charlotte. So we ain't moving that well. Yeah, these last 3 games, we moved the ball really well. So I'm going to keep chipping away at it, but we're a team where when the ball moves, it has energy, we're able to make some shots. And even on nights where you don't shoot the ball well, when you move it, you get those cracks at layups, and we got that tonight.
Jalen, Shea's become known so widely for his exterior that doesn't change, but tonight we saw some outward emotion that we usually don't see. What's that like, seeing that come out in him, and did that signal maybe something to the rest of you, sort of like you were talking about, that maybe this was a different cut of a game?
It's probably a bigger deal to y'all than it is to us, to be totally honest. Like, I see this dude every single day, so it's like the energy that he has on the court is the energy that he has at practice, or like he's super competitive. So it's like you guys just see it on the court today. So obviously the game had a little more magnitude, so that could be some of it too. But like it doesn't shock me or anything. Like I try and go out there and play hard for everybody on the team. And him being one of those people who is so consistent throughout the year that you just want to play hard already. So yeah, it's more of a you guys notice it kind of thing. I'm already, especially me, I'm already yelling and all the other stuff. So
Mark said, though, that you guys, there is something to be said for the regular season, that to get to the best point that you guys can get to as a team, you got to figure out ways to overcome challenges. And obviously, this is a team that had beat you guys 3 times. What was important about tonight from your perspective, just in regards of getting a win against these guys?
I mean, they beat us 3 times, so it doesn't really happen for us. So I will say though, they make us a better team when we play them, win or lose. Just we have to go about playing the right way every time we play them, and it forces us to have to do other things in order to win, and we were able to do that tonight. And like I said, when you play teams like that, you just have to pay attention to detail throughout the whole entire game, otherwise the game can kind of get out of hand, and that was the case for this one. I think last time we played them in San Antonio, we did a good job of it first half, and then we had a stretch where we didn't do a good job of it, and then that's when it kind of got away, and we were able to kind of nip that in the bud this game.
You've guarded up a lot since you've been here. What are the differences in guarding someone as tall as as tall as Victor, and what were the ways that made that successful tonight?
I think for him, it's like it's not a shot at his game. It's just like the reality of somebody this tall. Like, he's gonna get tall buckets. So like tip-ins, he's gonna get some lobs sometimes, and he's gonna do like some like very like freakishly tall person stuff. And he moves really well to be that tall. So it's like going in the game knowing that, and then not having like missed coverages, and like, then he's gonna get those, and it's like you don't want him to get easy ones too, and like where we mess up a red, or like we mess up a switch, or we don't rotate. Like, you don't want him to get those, because then that's when he has really big nights. And then everything else is just like competing, like trying to make it as tough on him as possible. Like, he's a good player, so like I said, he's gonna score, he's gonna make tough shots. Just like, how many times can I make him have to make a tough shot, or make a tough move, or make multiple moves to score? And that's just kind of my mindset with every good player I guard. Every big, you try and be as physical as possible because I'm giving up, especially with him, so much height. And then from there, just having shell, being ready to rotate, having a good defense behind you. So there's a lot that goes into it, but just kind of like understanding like the nature of like what he is.
After the Christmas game, you talked about with Wemby that he could sort of warp the floor and warp the game defensively. As you guys play him more and more, does it get, I don't want to say easier, but do you get more familiar with how to play with him around the rim?
For sure. That's the identity with film. I'm not going to say that we like figured it out completely. Like there's still areas that we can be better at. But yeah, he's so interesting because like he's one of the few players that can like really change the dynamic of a game without even like blocking a shot or making a steal. Just like defensively how tall he is and how well he is to move. So it's like just one of those things that you got to chip away. And like I said, like before, like we have to be on our fundamentals the whole time. Like we can't really have a lot of stagnant possessions on offense, and we were able to do that tonight. And like I said, we moved the ball really well the last 3 games. So
Jalen, to us on the outside, this seems like a rivalry has been born. Does it feel like that on the inside to you guys?
I don't know. You guys control the rivalry thing. I don't really care, to be honest. Like, every game feels like a rivalry at some point because we're defending champs and teams are throwing their best punch at us every single game. But I will say, like I said, like this team makes us play 48 minutes of basketball to where we got to really pay attention, and it's extremely fun to play against them throughout the season because you can feel like us making them better and them making us better throughout the course of the season, like as we're playing. But the rivalry stuff, I don't get caught up into it and all that other stuff. I think the more that we like talk about it and try and force like a rivalry and like, is it a rivalry? If you got to ask, it probably ain't one yet. So that's my mindset going into it. Like you don't really have to guess if like the old Lakers and Celtics was a rivalry or like the Pistons and Bulls was a rivalry because you just know. So if you got to ask, probably not yet.
20 points tonight, second leading scorer, pretty efficient, 9 of 15. Did it feel like you got into a groove tonight more so than it has in the last couple of weeks, or are you on the uptrend of feeling better?
Yeah, sure. Just trying to be effective in every other way besides scoring and just let it come to me, and still trying to get to the free throw line a little bit more. That'll be nice. Maybe more than 2 a game would be great, but other than that, just trying to find cracks and find some easy ones here and there, and yeah, just slow and steady figure it out. I think we're halfway through the year, but for me it does not feel like that at all. It feels like game 15 or whatever it is for me. I think it's like 21 now or something like that, right? Yeah. So I've never been in this spot where it's like everybody's like 20 games ahead of you. So it's like a very like weird feeling. Like my legs are still really fresh and just trying to figure it out as we go, and I get to be on a very good team as I figure it out. So
we'll go last one to Doug with
Yeah, so I understand the whole, every game is an important thing, but just as a person who enjoys playing basketball, is it kind of nice to have a game every once in a while that feels maybe just a little different than the others, just as a guy that enjoys the game?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I think that's why I'm harping so much on, like, you can feel that both teams are making each other better, and, like, each team is forcing somebody else to, like, make another play. Like, that as a competitor, in the moment, sometimes it doesn't feel great because you could be on the other end of it, but, like, as you go through the game, it is like really fun to like be able to look back on it and look at the last 4 games we played, and it's like, okay, like we got better here, like we got to clean this up. Like that's the fun part about basketball, is like how many times can you adjust and be a better team. So that part is really fun. I think that's what makes it fun to compete and add on to basketball.
Thank you.
Yep.